Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much for joining us today in this session of getting all the things ready for the upcoming Damodar month. It's a very important month for all of us, not just to give Krishna consciousness to others, but to basically progress ourselves as well. This is the month for all of us to actually take a step further in our devotional life. So when we are giving, we are also having something actually, as in when we have something, then only we can give. So it
हरे
is
कृष्णा
nice.
जी, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, एक्चुअली आपका माइक थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे करेंगे, आवाज बड़ी कम आ रही है।
हरे कृष्णा, मेरी आवाज अभी आ रही?
ये आवाज तो आ रही है प्रभु, पर
थोड़ी सी
थोड़ी
कम
कम आ
लग
रही
रही
है।
आवाज,
थोड़ी कम आ रही?
इसलिए हमारे लिए ही है।
No, I think it's only for you, Mataji. We are
हरे
clear.
कृष्णा,
Yeah,
हरे
yeah,
कृष्णा। बाकी
that's
सबको आ रही है?
yes,
आ रही प्रभु, आ रही।
आप आवाज बढ़ा के देखिए अपनी, पता नहीं।
जी प्रभु।
हरि बोल, हरे कृष्णा। नॉर्मली मतलब ये इसका रिस्पॉन्स अभी तक तो अच्छा है, सब लोगों ने अच्छा ही बताया इसको अभी तक तो। मे बी but yeah, if others are also not able to hear, then please you can stop me any times.
इट्स फाइन नाउ प्रभु जी।
ठीक है
Fine
प्रभु
now?
जी, अच्छा।
Is it okay?
यस प्रभु जी।
ऑल ओके प्रभु जी।
All okay, thank you. Okay, we'll just read something. Then yeah, I mean, as I was reading Bhagavatam, so we'll just read from Bhagavatam, and then we'll set the scene for Damodar month. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ललित गति विलास बल गुहास प्रणय निरीक्षण कल्पितोरुमान कृतमनु कृतवत्य उन्मदान्धा प्रकृतिमगन् किलचस्य गोपद्वद्व. Let my mind be fixed upon Lord Shri Krishna, whose motions and smiles of love attracted the damsels of Brajadham, the gopis. The damsels imitated the characteristic movement of the Lord after his disappearance from the Rasa dance. Purport given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. By intense ecstasy in loving service, the damsels of Brajabhumi attained qualitative oneness with the Lord by dancing with him on an equal level, embracing him in nuptial love, smiling at him in joke, and looking at him with a loving attitude. The relation of the Lord with Arjuna is undoubtedly praiseworthy for devotees like Bhishma Deva, but the relation of the gopis with the Lord is still more praiseworthy because of their still more purified loving service by the grace of the Lord. By the grace of the Lord, Arjuna was fortunate enough to have the fraternal service of the Lord as chariot driver, but the Lord did not award Arjuna with equal strength. The gopis, however, practically became one with the Lord by attainment of the equal footing with the Lord. Bhishma's aspiration to remember the gopis is a prayer to have their mercy also at the last stage of his life. The Lord is satisfied more when his pure devotees are glorified, and therefore Bhishma Deva has not only glorified the acts of Arjuna, his immediate object of attraction, but has also remembered the gopis who were endowed with unrivaled opportunities by rendering loving service to the Lord. The gopis' equality with the Lord should never be misunderstood to be like the Sayujya liberation of the impersonalist. The equality is one of the perfect ecstasy where the differential conception is completely eradicated, for the interests of the lover and beloved become identical. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai. When we read, then at least we have the right mood to do the service properly. But this is all about ecstasy. This is all about whenever we do the service to Krishna, whenever we think of Krishna, whenever we chant the holy name, we always get ecstatic symptoms. What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nayanam galadashru dharya vadanam gadgad rudya gira pulker nichitam vapuhu kada tavanam grahina bhavishyati. That when we chant, though, when that time will come, obviously, Mahaprabhu is saying as in, telling all of us that when this time will come in our life, when tears will flowing and then, the hairs will be raising at the end and the voice will get choked up by the recitation of the holy name. It is the pure ecstasy actually. So whenever we remember Krishna, whenever we chant the holy name, whenever we do any service, we should have that type of inclination that I'm just with Krishna and I'm doing only for the pleasure of Krishna. It is not my own pleasure. And I'm happy to do any austerity to please Krishna. Now, to come to Damodar month, a lot of people do some type of austerities uh, to take a step further in their spiritual life. You all are like, one of those selected people, those who are going to give Krishna to others in this auspicious month. But before we give, let's do something, on our own as a practice actually. And that has to be very important thing actually, in our own spiritual life. What are we going to do in this month? And not just this month, it should become a regular practice after this month. It can start from the month, but we are not like occasional, people, those who do only things at the time of festival or special times, but it should be forever. It should be always actually. तो हमें करना क्या है? And I would like you all to take part in this. It's you know what we want to do is everyone should chant the holy name. First of all, that's our first and foremost activity of the day. So before Kartik starts, we should get that type of set thing in our mind, that I'm going to chant as much as possible so that I can give more as much as possible as well. Now, since we all will be working, we all have to do a lot of programs or going door to door of different things. When are we actually going to chant? And here is the thing. In Kartik Maas, we want to do more basically, Mangal Aratis, or if you are chanting, the whole chanting process has to finish before the day kicks in actually. And that's our main priority of the month. That everybody's chanting is done before 8 a.m. We should not have any round left after 8 a.m. in any situation, in any circumstances. That is the main thing actually. And if you can attend more Mangal Aratis, I think it's the ideal thing, is the best thing actually. At least the weekends, you can join the temple Mangal Aratis. But in the weekdays, you can do it home, or we can plan something. But at least the least one is do Mangal Arati at home. And when I say Mangal Arati at home, it's not at 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Try to do it 4:30, at least in Damodar month. So when you do Mangalarti at 4:30, we will give you all the aratis, those who have not done it before. We'll give you all the guidance and everything. But try and do it for this month and see the difference in your life, how you feel after that. It's going to be a big change of your life actually. It's going to, make it so nice, devotional service, you will love it actually after that. So that's one thing we want to, basically, bring in our life. So this Mangalarti thing, either you go to temple or you do at home, and chant your rounds beforehand. Read Srimad Bhagavatam, first thing of the day. So basically, do the whole temple program either at home or at the temple. Um, and you can fill sadhana chart. If you don't have, we can give you the sadhana charts. It's nice for the whole month if we can do that. Then at least our mindset is to please Krishna. It is not for do some numbers. Okay, these many souls we have done, these many number of lamps we have done. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, that's as a service we are going to do. But the first thing we have done is we have basically invoked Krishna's presence in our life by chanting the holy name. And now Krishna is basically blessing us. And with Krishna's energy, we can do anything and everything. There is nothing impossible. So I hope, is it a good deal? How many of you are in favor of doing Mangalarti every day at home? Or if you're not in favor also, please let us know. I mean, anything you want to say before we go to the Damodar month practical aspect, as in Damodar programs. Is it a good deal? Because otherwise, we may be doing so much, but the base, the foundation is missing. We don't want to build any building without foundation. This is our foundation. So our own practice of Krishna consciousness is our foundation. And if that foundation is clear and strong, we can build any type of building actually on it. And that will be a very stable one actually.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, there are a couple of things, right? I think, of course, I think we can try. I know like about 5 o'clock. So I can start a half a day early and do the Aarti, of course, enjoy it online. But I think the more motivational way is to go once a week at least to Mangala Aarti in the
Yeah,
temple.
of course we
Because
can do
we
that
have,
for sure.
and because it's also because I think we can do it easily because I think there is 1 week term school holidays also starting. I think maybe next
How
week.
is
I
it?
think Avanti already started this week, I believe.
Avanti started, but by the time Kartik comes, the holiday finishes actually.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was thinking, yeah, maybe at least people get a flavor. I think those who have not been to Mangala in this group, maybe hopefully everybody has been.
Yeah.
Then I think, but okay, but we should plan once a week, maybe Soho or Manala, at least we can
Yeah,
plan.
yeah. We have a Mangalarti group actually. Vishal Prabhu has made a nice Mangalarti group. So those who are interested, we can actually come together and we can go. I mean, both the temples are open. So either go to Soho or Manor, whichever one you're going. But please, try and go at least both the temples as much as possible. But if you can't go for the weekdays or whatever, some other different things because of the
We
family,
can also plan,
we can try at
yeah.
home. Or
Yeah.
anyway, I mean,
School
if
Prabhu,
possible,
if
either
possible.
school or some place we can do. But that we will let you know later on. I mean,
Yeah.
whenever it decides. But temple and home are the clear two things actually. At home and
Yeah.
temple, but bring it in your practice actually. That's the main thing. And we'll give you full guidance actually. So don't worry that we won't leave you just alone. We will give you guidance before Kartik starts. So maybe the next Wednesday or something, we can go through the whole thing, what we can do as a practice. So if you're all in favor, I mean, no news is great news.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes, we can do. Prabhu, we can that do like earlier we used to do Zoom Mangla Aarti together, no video on. That one we all can do again, hand in hand, isn't it?
We can do that.
Everybody, we can do our Zoom on with video on. We do our Mangla Aarti to our lordships
Sure,
at our homes.
we can do that. So
So
4:30
then we
sharp
have
we will start.
inspiration for each other.
Yeah, yeah. 4:30 sharp we have to start. We have to do. I mean, we are not going to do 5. We have to do 4:30
Yeah,
only.
yeah. 4:30 we can video on do. Whoever joined 5 minutes late, it's okay. And 5 to 7 japa as per temple, like.
Yeah, yeah.
At least like weather wise, kids wise, job wise, we can do at least on Zoom, and we can definitely temple is not to miss.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
weekdays we
Brilliant.
can do on Zoom if we set it up on Mangla Aarti Zoom call only.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So we can do 4:30 to 5, as in the Guru Ashtakam, the Narsinga Pranam, and Tulsi Aarti. So 3 Aartis we can do in half an hour, and then straight away. Obviously, we will recite Shikshashtakam also, and then 5 o'clock chanting.
Mm. Yes, bro.
So 5 to 7 chant, and 7 o'clock your rounds are done actually. Or by 7, your rounds are nearly done. Maybe some 1 or 2 left.
Mm. And whenever school possible, definitely. But we can anyway better to go to temple because.
Okay. Then basically, because Prabhupada said once,
But
yeah,
Prabhu, for kids, we have to, make food as well, their lunch, their breakfast. So
yeah, yeah,
it's a
yeah, sure. So basically between 5 and 7. So 4:30 to 5, I mean, hopefully no one is cooking that time. So 4:30 to 5 is the Mangalarti time. We are going to do it every day for the whole Damodar month. Then after that, you're flexible. I mean, our idea is to do more rounds in the morning.
Mhm.
So if you can do by 8 o'clock, or I mean, let's say if you are too busy in cooking, then okay, go for 9 o'clock, but not after 9. We'll try to do maximum. Okay, there are exceptional circumstances, so I'm not going to go into that. But generally speaking, if you can finish your at least 12 rounds by 9 o'clock, then that's
Okay.
good. But at least you've done Mangalarti. That was my main another additional thing as well. So
Mhm.
4:30 and 5, hopefully at that time, I mean, if somebody is going very early and cooking that time, that's like exceptional. But majority of us probably not cooking between 4:30
Yeah,
and
yeah.
5.
6:30. Usually we start,
All right.
waking up kids and then.
Yeah, yeah, then it's fine because you will be waking up before, and because since 4:30 we are doing Mangalarti, so you are ready with your obviously. taking all the daily routine works. So 4:30 we are ready. So 4:30 to 5 we will do our own Mangalartis and everything. 5 to 6:30 you can do the chanting, and 6:30 onwards you can carry on with all the kids work and like that. Even kids can also wake up at 6 o'clock. That will be nice, if kids can wake up a little early. If they can wake up, Mangalarti time is best. But if they can't, no problem. 6 o'clock at least some rounds they have done, and 6:30 they get starting, getting ready for the school. Because in this month, when we tell people that obviously, one round is equal to whatever 1,000 rounds, it applies to us as well. So, charity begins from home. So we will do it first, and then we tell everyone else. So that includes our children, our family members. So everyone can do some rounds in the morning, then we are actually good. We are in a good mindset to face the day, to do all the programs, to do everything. So our idea of Kartik month is it should be a very spiritually energizing month for ourselves and whoever comes in our contact, everyone. And until unless we experience it, we cannot give it to somebody else. So we have to experience it first, and that experience comes by daily Mangalarti actually. So Prabhupada was very clear on this Mangalarti aspect. He said somebody who's not doing Mangalarti is not very, doing the right thing actually. So that's the whole thing. Is that clear? I mean, is everyone in the favor of doing Mangalarti 4:30, and then we will do the Zoom? We can set up the Zoom link and let's do it actually. So that'd be nice. Okay, so now for the Damodar month training wise, anyone has anything to say or any question? Anything? Right. So from the Damodar month training wise, basically we do a lot of different programs in Damodar month, and our idea, I mean, this year as a main aspect, or what is our main objective of this month, although obviously we are going far and wide, we are getting people to do, as a lamp offering to Lord Damodar. We are giving them, all the books. We are telling about Krishna. We are telling about, all the programs we do, telling, about the Mahamantra chanting. But we want to bring them in Krishna consciousness somehow or other. Yena kena prakarena, they have to come in Krishna consciousness in a regular association. So how do they come in the regular association is by coming in our course, which is Gita Gyan. I mean, right now Yamuneshwari Mataji is facilitating. Today was the 8th chapter. So our idea is to bring them in Gita Gyan, or if they are already in Gita Gyan, then we will, bring them in Gita Jayanti program, and afterwards Bhakti Vriksha actually. So the whole idea ultimately, finally, bring them in Bhakti Vrikshas. We have like 5, 6 Bhakti Vrikshas going on. So, and obviously all of them may need the members, or we can start a new Bhakti Vriksha even as well. But these people are your potential Bhakti Vriksha members. So our idea or the objective is wherever you are doing a program, try and focus on getting the new contacts. Try and focus on enrolling people in Gita Gyan course. So one Gita Gyan course is starting on 29th of November at the end of Kartik month. So Kartik month is basically from 28th of October till 28th of November, and 29th of November we are starting this Gita Gyan course, right? So we are heavily putting all our energies to bring people or enrolling people in Gita Gyan course. That's one thing. The second is, obviously once they do the Gita Gyan course, then they will come to Gita Jayanti program. So Gita Jayanti program is also like Damodar program. We do either online, face to face, somehow, whatever, I mean, at their home or online. So they do the Gita Jayanti program, then they come for the Gita Jayanti, the Yagya program. And then in January onwards, they will be in Bhakti Vrikshas. That's the idea actually. And how are you going to book these programs? How are you going to book these Damodar programs? So we have got a lot of obviously already existing Bhakti Vriksha members. So you start, making the calendar. So, all the Bhakti Vriksha leaders probably are here. You can appoint one coordinator in your Bhakti Vriksha to make the Damodar calendar, and that Damodar calendar can start from your own Bhakti Vriksha members. So when I say start with Bhakti Vriksha, but not with the Bhakti Vriksha people actually, the host can be Bhakti Vriksha member, but all the Bhakti Vriksha people don't need to go to that host actually. So how you're going to do is basically that host who is actually a Bhakti Vriksha member will invite other people or the new people from their friend circle, from their colleagues, family, relatives, not specifically Bhakti Vriksha members. Actually, Bhakti Vriksha wise, one or two can go just to help or serve or facilitate, but not as to attend. We are not going to attend the program there. Okay. So that's very clear and very, straightforward in that. Our idea is to involve new people as much as possible. Okay. Uh, then, those new people who are coming in, then we will get them enrolled in Gita Gyan and others, so on and so forth. I hope that's clear. Okay. So start booking Damodar programs with your Bhakti Vriksha members and make it clear whom to invite as well. And make it very straightforward 1 hour program or maximum 1.5 hour. No prasadam involved. Okay. Don't make prasadam at all in any Damodar program. However, if it is a evening program or if it is a prasadam time, then maybe you take from home, or if somebody is like forcing just one item who is following all the regulative principles and chanting Hare Krishna can make one item only, because our energy we don't want to basically waste in making prasadam and just serving prasadam and then having prasadam. It takes a lot of time actually. Our time should be involved or basically utilized in the right thing, which is giving people the Krishna consciousness. So it's a very straightforward thing. As I said, book it with new people, no prasadam involved, or if it is really, necessary or you can't do it, just make one item and that's it. Within 1.5 hours, you have to leave from that place. And then you can, either new place, wherever you're going, try and do maximum programs, either online or face to face. So when you give people these options, there are so many all night programs you can actually book. And the best thing in online is that you save the transportation time and the cost as well. And then you can do back to back programs also, but try to keep in the time limit. you know don't go over the time limit, because it's not good for the new people. If they're waiting for you and if they're late, even if you are late, it's not a great impression. So try to be on time. So that was one thing. Is there any question till now? I can see there are 27 members have joined in now, which is very good thing. If any one of your Bhakti Vriksha members missing, please try and relay these messages to them, whatever we have discussed till now, so that they also are clear about the objective, which is more people getting in our congregation. Basically, giving people Krishna consciousness, enrolling in Gita Gyan, and bringing in Bhakti Vriksha. Uh, and I think Priya Mataji has just made one template for the reporting or booking some other purposes. So it has got all the Sankalpa targets of each and every Bhakti Vriksha. So basically, let's say 5,000 devotees for our, for the whole circle, 5,000 devotees will be showing the lamp, which is, broken down into different Bhakti Vrikshas. It's going to be a very, very easy thing. It's not a hard thing, because there are a lot of buildings are there. There are a lot of, apartments, and many localities are there where so many Indians are there. They are very eager to show the lamp to Lord Damodar. So you can try and take that opportunity. Okay, so I'll just share my screen now, just for some guidelines before I show you the PPT actually.
So in meantime, Prabhuji is sharing. So just wanted to highlight that all the logistic which is required for house Damodar Puja, you have to arrange at Bhakti Vriksha level, like Givix, photo, Damodar basket, Damodar deity, everything. Nicely decorated. Few baskets should be, means one pair should have minimum one basket, right? So that you don't have dependency. Oh, बरसा माता जी का basket मांग के लाना है, वो नहीं है घर पे, अभी क्या करें? Like that. So everyone should have self-sufficient. All the materials, ये जो अभी प्रभु जी दिखा रहे हैं वो, और kit में बहुत सारा लिखा हुआ है. You can take the print out of everything. So I think Prabhuji will cover those parts.
Yeah. Yeah, basically you have to get everything arranged beforehand, not on the day or not at the time, actually just in time. Okay, before 6 o'clock is a program, quarter to 6 I just remembered, oh my god, okay, who has got Damodar basket? Every pair has to have their Damodar basket beforehand ready. So objective is to reach out to as many souls as possible, encourage them to ghee lamp to Lord Damodar, reach out to as many houses as possible, distribute as
वो
many
थोड़ा
books.
जूम कर दीजिए इसको.
Oh, is it okay? And yeah, get new contacts, invite them to, the temples, Bhakti Riksha, and cultivate new contacts to be Krishna conscious. So obviously, how when you're booking, then you can give them, an idea that if, it's bless your home basically. आपके घर पे भगवान आएंगे, आपका घर पवित्र होगा, आपका घर आशीर्वादित होगा, आपके घर में भगवान की कृपा आएगी, और कुछ भी रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है। इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल प्रोग्राम, हम सब कुछ लेके आएंगे, आपको सिर्फ घर पे रहना है, आप अपने मित्रों को, जो भी रिलेटिव है, रिश्तेदार है, उनको बुला सकते हो, एंड वी विल डू द प्रोग्राम विदाउट एनी एफर्ट एक्चुअली। मतलब आपको घर में कुछ भी लाने की जरूरत नहीं है, ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज जस्ट बी देयर एंड ब्रिंग योर फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली, दैट्स इट। सो now what you need to do beforehand is basically the calendar, which Priya Mataji has, I think, more or less prepared, and she will share. It's an online kind of version, so it's a very easy to thing. It's very easy thing to fill actually. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आप ट्राई करिए फिल करने का अभी से, you start feeling it now because today is 18th, okay? Damodar month is starting 28th. 10 days will go within no time actually. पता ही नहीं चलेगा कब चले जाएंगे। तो आज की डेट से आपको कैलेंडर भरना शुरू करना पड़ेगा। टेम्पलेट, रिपोर्ट की टेम्पलेट भी हमने बना दिया। आई थिंक वो टेम्पलेट में आपका सीधा हो जाएगा, बट एवरी डे यू हैव टू फिल इन दैट रिपोर्ट की कितने प्रोग्राम की, कितने आरतियां की, कितने, मतलब जो भी जो सिलेक्टेड जो कॉलम्स है वो सारे के सारे आप इसमें फिल कर सकते हैं। कवरिंग लेटर, अगर किसी को शॉप के लिए, रेस्टोरेंट के लिए कोई ऐसा कवरिंग लेटर चाहिए कि जहाँ आपको बूथ लगाना है, जहाँ दामोदर टेबल लगानी है, वहाँ के लिए भी वी कैन हेल्प यू विद दैट एज वेल, वी कैन गेट अ लेटर फ्रॉम टेम्पल। और हर एक दामोदर प्रोग्राम जब खत्म होने वाला होगा, तब सारे ही जो नए पार्टिसिपेंट है उन सब से हमें फीडबैक फॉर्म भराना है। उसका भी ऑनलाइन वर्जन है हमारे पास। वो बहुत ही सिंपल है, 3-4 क्वेश्चन है उसके अंदर, और उसी के अंदर ही हम गीता ज्ञान और ये जितनी चीजें हैं ना, वो सारी हम वहीं पे ही कवर कर लेंगे। बट दैट्स अ मस्ट एक्चुअली, वी मस्ट गेट दिस फीडबैक फॉर्म फिल्ड बाय ईच एंड एवरी पार्टिसिपेंट, दोज हु आर न्यू। बाकी ये जो फोल्डर के अंदर सारी पोस्टर, लीफलेट, ये सारा रहेगा। आप वहाँ जाएं उससे पहले आपके पास में क्या क्या होना चाहिए सॉन्ग शीट्स में। महामंत्रा की सॉन्ग शीट, यानी कि बेसिकली वी हैव अ कार्ड, महामंत्रा कार्ड्स। I don't know whether we have those cards still in our stock or not, otherwise we
ये
can
बहुत
print,
सारा है प्रभु.
है ना? सो दैट वो एक ले सकते हैं। कोई भी प्रोग्राम में हम जाएं, बीड लेके जाएं और कार्ड लेके जाएं, मतलब महामंत्रा कार्ड। तो महामंत्रा जो कार्ड है वो हम नए लोगों को दे सकते हैं। बीड अगर कोई आपसे लेता हो, हम खाली बीड वहां पर चांट करने के लिए दे रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर कोई मांगता है बीड, इफ somebody is asking to take away that bead home, then you please ask any donation, don't give free the beads, don't give free as per the guidelines of ISKCON. Okay, it's not about getting money or not, but there's a karma factor involved. So please take anything, either it can be even 5p 10p, but if you're giving the bead out, take something from them, so they value the bead actually. दामोदर अष्टकम शीट होनी चाहिए विद ट्रांसलेशन, आपके अलग अलग भाषाओं में है हमारे पास, हिंदी, इंग्लिश, गुजराती, तमिल, तेलुगु, सारी भाषाओं में है। तो उसकी शीट की जो है ना प्रिंटेड कॉपी आपके पास होनी चाहिए। अगर आप उसको लेमिनेट कर सकते हैं तो और बेस्ट है। और सॉन्ग लिंक, अगर आप गाते हैं तो, अगर नहीं गाते हैं तो सॉन्ग लिंक वहां पर आप बजा भी सकते हैं। लेकिन एक चीज का जरूर ध्यान रखिएगा कि द ट्यून हैज टू बी द स्टैंडर्ड ट्यून, नमामि ईश्वरम सच्चिदानंद, इट हैज टू बी अ स्टैंडर्ड ट्यून, डोंट डू एनी रॉक स्टाइल ट्यून्स, इट विल बिकम वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड। पॉसिबल हो तो फोटो भी लीजिएगा वहाँ, और अटेंडेंस मतलब एडिशनल रेफरेंस के लिए जो अगर और आपको चीजें चाहिए तो इसमें फोल्डर में हमने सारा रखा है, विद ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन इन द फोल्डर, एंड probably either we can download and give it to you, or you can get an access to these material as
इसमें
well.
दामोदर पिक्चर का भी है क्या प्रभु मेंशन?
हाँ, मतलब वो अभी आएगा एक्चुअली। I mean, I haven't reached there, but in the material, what we need to do on the day actually, उसके अंदर आएगा वो। तो ये कुछ सारे प्रोग्राम है, हाउस प्रोग्राम होंगे, उसके अंदर पब्लिक बूथ प्रोग्राम होंगे। हाउस प्रोग्राम बोले तो आधा घंटा 1 घंटा हम किसी के घर जाते हैं, वहां पर हम दामोदर की कथा सुनाते हैं, दामोदर आरती करते हैं, एक राउंड चांट करते हैं। सो दैट्स अ हाउस प्रोग्राम एक्चुअली। जनरली 1 घंटा उसमें लगता है। पब्लिक दामोदर प्रोग्राम जो बूथ प्रोग्राम होते हैं, उसके अंदर जैसे टेम्पल के बाहर हमने एक टेबल लगाई है, यहाँ स्ट्रीट में कहीं टेबल लगाई है, कोई रेस्टोरेंट के बाहर टेबल लगाई है, वहां पर आते जाते लोग जो हैं वो भगवान को दिया दिखा रहे हैं और कुछ भी बुक और वो सब लेके जा रहे हैं। वो दैट इज लाइक अ पब्लिक दामोदर बूथ। उसमें हमें ऑब्वियसली दामोदर बास्केट, दामोदर डेटी होनी चाहिए वहां पर, मतलब गुरु परंपरा भी साथ में होनी चाहिए। सो व्हेन यू आर टेकिंग दामोदर डेटी आउट, यू मस्ट टेक गुरु परंपरा विद दैट एज वेल। और वहां पर आपको सेफ्टी, वो सारा स्टैंडर्ड वो भी देखना है आपको कि वहां पर आप if you're going in a public program as in public booth, don't take any candles or any like जो दिया वो जलाने का, use that battery operated candles, वो जो इलेक्ट्रिक कैंडल या जो भी होता है ना, उसके अंदर जलने का कुछ वो नहीं होता। सो यूज दैट ओनली इन ऑल द पब्लिक बूथ प्रोग्राम्स, या जैसे किसी रेस्टोरेंट या कोई दुकान के बाहर आप लगा रहे हैं। सो नेवर यूज द lit ones, जलाने वाले आप बिल्कुल मत यूज करिएगा वहाँ। Only in the house programs you can use, but with the sand only, okay? Try not to use banana and the potatoes to put the stick on. Use sand only अगर आपके पास नहीं है तो पहले से arrange करके रखिएगा। And then of course distribute program, I mean distribute books and all. Mass programs में those which are one time programs. So we want to do one big program at a large level, actually on a Mathura level. So someone who would like to arrange it, they can become the coordinator of that program. You can organize it. I mean, I don't have that much time or bandwidth to organize one big program, but we desire to have one big program. But if you feel so, we can give you the guidance, and one of you can organize that. Then yeah, house program, अभी जो हम बात कर रहे थे कि the things to do before, okay? So now मतलब कैलेंडर ऑब्वियसली भरा हुआ होना चाहिए। एक रिमाइंडर, जहां पर भी आप जा रहे हो, जिस भी घर के अंदर आप दामोदर प्रोग्राम करने जा रहे हो, यू मस्ट गिव अ रिमाइंडर, टेक्स्ट या फोन कॉल, मतलब पहले और उस दिन भी, दैट वी आर कमिंग। हमें कई बार ये भी मालूम पड़ा है कि समटाइम्स वी मिस द प्रोग्राम्स और वी डोंट मैसेज, और कई बार थोड़ा कम्युनिकेशन गैप भी रह जाता है। सो डोंट लीव एनी कम्युनिकेशन गैप, where the host is not informed or we haven't informed whether I'm coming or not. So don't leave any communication gap. Try to be very clear and precise what time you are coming, and how much time it will take, so the host is aware of the requirement of the program. बाकी तो reporting and everything I have mentioned, and yeah, so work with the servant leader also, Damodar coordinator in every Bhakti Vriksha, and of course the servant leader, the Bhakti Vriksha leader as well. Try to keep them informed. Now dealing with the host, as I said, just keep them informed a day or two before, and tell them about the requirement. उनको कुछ भी रखना नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ वो उनको आप इतना बोल सकते हो कि एक टेबल रेडी रखे, एक टेबल पर जहाँ पर हम दामोदर बास्केट रख सके। थोड़ा ब्रीफिंग कर दीजिएगा प्रोग्राम का कि यू हैव नो अदर रिक्वायरमेंट, यू डोंट नीड टू डू एनीथिंग। अगर आपको कुछ देना ही है तो फ्रूट्स और नट्स, मतलब फ्रूट्स दे सकते हैं ना, दैट्स अ इजी वन। तो मतलब क्या है कि ऐसा नहीं हो कि वहां पर 10-15 आइटम बनाए मिले आपको, घर जाओ और वो किससे भी बना रहे हैं, व्हाट द स्टैंडर्ड्स दे फॉलो, यू डोंट नो। सो डोंट गो इनटू दैट टाइप ऑफ सिचुएशन, बी मेक इट क्लियर, don't cook, only fruits are the only thing allowed, okay? And this can be offered to the mother and you can distribute. Main thing is bringing more and more people, okay? Things to note on the day of दामोदर program, अब क्या क्या लेके जाना है, और जो जा रहे हैं ना दामोदर प्रोग्राम करने के लिए, मतलब द फैसिलिटेटर, वन लीड फैसिलिटेटर एंड द सपोर्टिंग पर्सन, द असिस्टेंट, you must wear the Vaishnava attire and have a tilak. That's a complete must. Without tilak, don't go, okay? Don't go in pant shirt, jeans or anything like that as well. Main facilitator has to wear either dhoti, I mean dhoti kurta, or sari, I mean in the case of Prabhu and Mataji, or in the case of Prabhu, I mean you have no idea about dhoti, then the last thing you can do is kurta pajama, Indian dress, but don't wear jeans or pant shirt like that. Otherwise, they may feel like it's a casual thing, they're not too serious about the program. कुर्ता पजामा घर से मतलब जो बांदर पड़ा है ना निकाल लीजिए, धो धा के एकदम मस्त प्रेस करके रख लीजिए तैयार। 3-4 कुर्ते हो तो और अच्छा है एक्चुअली, मतलब कुर्ता पजामा। अगर एक है तो बार बार धो धो के आपको तैयार करना पड़ेगा। बट दैट्स अ वैष्णव अटायर, इट्स अ मस्ट। और तिलक आपके पास नहीं है तो पहले से ले लीजिएगा, कीप तिलक विद यू एज वेल। फिर जो हमें लेके क्या जाना है, दामोदर डेटी और पिक्चर, यू मस्ट हैव इट। ओके, दामोदर किट जो कि एक मतलब एक अच्छा बनाया है पूरा, उसके अंदर ऑल्टर जैसा है, वो सिर्फ होस्ट को दी जाएगी, वो आप कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं विनील प्रभु, या वी कैन गेट इट टू यू। सॉन्ग शीट्स में दामोदर अष्टक, पंचतत्व मंत्र, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र, ये सॉन्ग शीट आपके पास होनी चाहिए। बुक्स आपके पास होनी चाहिए, ऑब्वियसली यू कैन टेक इट फ्रॉम योर संकीर्तन कमिटी रैप। एंड द घी लैम्प या कैंडल या जो भी चीजें लगने वाली है वो सारी की सारी पहले से ही आपके पास में रेडी होनी चाहिए। डोंट लीव इट टू द लास्ट मिनट, डोंट सी फॉर द सरप्राइजेस। करताल, मृदंग या कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट आप जो यूज करने वाले हैं वो आपके पास होनी चाहिए। बीट्स फॉर चैंटिंग आपके पास होनी चाहिए, या आप कैमरा और जो फोन जिसमें भी आप फोटो लेने वाले हैं वो भी आपको एक रखना है, क्योंकि दामोदर प्रोग्राम जब आप करेंगे तो आपका असिस्टेंट या जो भी अवेलेबल होगा, दैट पर्सन कैन एक्चुअली टेक photos, and you can share the photos in the group and upload it, or share it everywhere. Friendly approach in dealing with the host and new members, basically you have to be very very polite and humble with all the hosts and the new members. Don't go into a challenging situation, don't react immediately, just be cool, as much as possible. किसी की कोई गलती होती है तो कोई बात नहीं, don't need to basically make it a big issue out of it. It's all right, take it easy. You have to keep a very cool approach. Actually, you have to be very very sensitive about the people's whatever their requirements are. हमें वैष्णव एटिकेट फॉलो करना है बेसिकली। और बोथ द दामोदर पेयर्स जो भी जा रहे हैं उसमें से पहले ही तय होना चाहिए कौन क्या करने वाला है। ऐसे मतलब आप पहुंच गए वहां पे और उसके बाद में अच्छा तुम ये कर लो मैं ये कर लेता हूँ, तुम ये वहां पर नहीं तो होस्ट को लगेगा कि इनका मतलब कुछ सेटअप कुछ ऐसा प्लान्ड जैसा कुछ नहीं है। आई मीन दे आर जस्ट डूइंग इट स्पॉन्टेनियसली। आप पहले से प्लान करके जाइएगा, कहीं पे भी जा रहे हैं ना, कौन गाने वाला है, कौन कथा सुनाने वाला है, कौन क्वेश्चन आंसर लेने वाला है, फीडबैक कौन लेने वाला है, कौन टाइम कीपिंग रखेगा, कौन बुक्स देगा, कौन फोटो लेगा, ये सारी चीजें पहले से ही तैयार होनी चाहिए। यू शुड हैव असाइंड इट टू द राइट पर्सन हु इज गोइंग टू डू इट। एकदम एंड मोमेंट पे होस्ट के सामने आप कोई भी असाइनमेंट ऐसे मत दीजिएगा, अदरवाइज द होस्ट विल फील ओके अच्छा ऐसे भी होता है क्या। So don't go into that type of situation. Okay, try to be very very careful. और दामोदर पेयर जो है, इफ वन इज एंगेज्ड इन टॉकिंग और आंसरिंग द क्वेश्चन, उनको क्या नहीं करना है। ओके, अदर पेयर शुड आल्सो फोकस रादर देन डूइंग एनी पर्सनल एक्टिविटी। उनको भी ध्यान रखना है कि लोग किस तरीके से पार्टिसिपेशन कर रहे हैं। नहीं तो क्या करते हैं, एक आदमी जो कथा सुना रहा है, दूसरा आदमी थोड़ा फ्री टाइम मिल गया तो वो क्या करते हैं, फोन कॉल पे लग जाते हैं। कई बार मैसेज का आंसर करने लगते हैं, कई बार फोन कॉल। डोंट डू एनी सच एक्टिविटी। ओके, कई बार लोग बोलते हैं अरे सुबह सुबह राउंड पूरे नहीं हुए थे, चलो अभी भीड़ निकालते हैं, राउंड कर लेते हैं अभी। ये महाराज थोड़े प्रभु जी माता जी बोल रहे हैं, तब तक हमारे पास में 10-15 मिनट का टाइम है, वैसे भी लंबा बोलते हैं, चलो 2-4 राउंड ही कर लेते हैं। डोंट डू दैट। ओके, डोंट कंप्लीट योर राउंड एट द टाइम इन द होस्ट हाउस। या फिर कुछ और अगर आप पढ़ रहे हैं, मतलब कोई भी व्हाट्सएप मैसेज पढ़ रहे हैं या कोई फेसबुक का कोई मैसेज पढ़ रहे हैं, डोंट डू एनीथिंग लाइक दैट। ओके, अदरवाइज विल गिव अ कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग इंप्रेशन। सो बी केयरफुल ऑन दैट। और फीडबैक का जो है, रिमेंबर टू गेट फीडबैक फॉर्म्स फिल्ड बाय ऑल पीपल। अगर मान लीजिए कि आपको फोन का कोई ऐसा यू आर नॉट टेक्निकल पर्सन, तो आप प्रिंट लेके जाइए। वी हैव अ प्रिंटेड ऑब्वियसली प्रिंटेबल फॉर्म का जो टेम्पलेट है वो भी हमारे पास है, आप उसको प्रिंट करके लेके जाइए, वहां पर भी भरवा सकते हैं आप मुझसे पेन पेपर से भी। और कितनी बुक्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुई हैं, कितना लक्ष्मी कलेक्शन हुआ है, वो सारा का सारा ऑन द सेम डे आप संकीर्तन कमेटी वालों को बता दीजिएगा। और फिर जो दामोदर किट जो है, टू द होस्ट वी आर गोइंग टू गिव एट द एंड ऑफ द प्रोग्राम। यू मस्ट डू दैट एज वेल। पब्लिक बूथ में थिंग्स टू डू बिफोर इज अप्रोच द पब्लिक एरिया विद अ कवरिंग लेटर। क्योंकि आप किसी भी एरिया में जा रहे हो, कहीं पे भी जा रहे हो, आपको वो पूछ सकते हैं कि आपके पास में परमिशन है या नहीं है। जैसे हम इल्फर्ड में भी अगर बूथ लगाते हैं तो वी हैव टू हैव अ परमिशन। ओके, वी हैव अ परमिशन सो वी कैन पुट अ बूथ देयर। वहां पर आपका वैष्णव अटायर अगेन इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, फ्रेंडली अप्रोच होनी चाहिए। वहां पर कोई भी आपके पास आ रहा है, यू मस्ट रिक्वेस्ट देम, यू कैन शो अ लैम्प एंड मेक अ विश, टेक अ नाइस प्रसादम बुक और लाइक दैट। और भी डिस्कस अबाउट वेयर वी कैन प्लेस द बूथ्स व्हिच इज सुटेबल फॉर पब्लिक टू शो कैंडल, वो आप हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी के हिसाब से रख सकते हैं। एंड जो भी वेन्यू कंफर्म होता है तो उसके बाद में जैसे आप दामोदर किट भी उनको दे सकते हैं, आई मीन द प्लेसेस वेयर यू आर डूइंग इट। थिंग्स टू नोट ऑन द डे ऑफ दामोदर प्रोग्राम, ये सारा मतलब इट्स द सेम थिंग आई हैव ऑलरेडी गॉन थ्रू। और बड़े प्रोग्राम जो कर रहे हैं उसमें भी सेम चीज अप्लाई होती है, वैष्णव अटायर एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स व्हिच वी हैव डिस्कस्ड। So these things I've already gone through. General procedures is health and safety, घी लैम्प। ये ध्यान रखिएगा कि बड़े प्रोग्राम में भी जब आप जैसे कोई बड़े मंदिर में आप कर रहे हैं और वहाँ पर घी लैम्प इन्वॉल्व है, तो वहाँ पर क्या है, आपको सैंड रखनी है, लेकिन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बाहर के जो प्रोग्राम होंगे वहाँ पर हम इलेक्ट्रिक लाइट ही यूज़ करेंगे। बट डोंट यूज़ आई मीन अदर थिंग्स लाइक salt, potato, banana and all those things. Other things are like generally straightforward. Do's में मैंने आपको बता ही दिया है, the Vaishnava attire, Vaishnava etiquette, good sadhana, offering sincere prayers every day, and then Damodar prayer should also work together in unity. जैसे कि साधना की जो हमने बात की है, मंगल आरती कॉन्सेप्ट वही था। इफ यू आर डूइंग मंगल आरती every day, you are chanting your rounds in the morning, you are reading Prabhupada books every day in the month, and you are praying before every Damodar program, then you are going in a right mood set, actually in a right mindset. हम वहाँ पर नंबर के लिए नहीं जा रहे हैं, ना ही वहाँ पर हम कोई इम्प्रेशन के लिए जा रहे हैं। वी आर डूइंग इट प्योरली फॉर द सर्विस ऑफ कृष्णा, प्योरली फॉर द प्लेजर ऑफ कृष्णा। देयर इज नो अदर motive behind anything else. It's just to please Krishna. And when you have that mood, you will be really, really satisfied by that service. Now don'ts, these are also very important. Do not delay the program. आप कोई प्रोग्राम आपने बुक किया हुआ है, लेट मत होइएगा, क्योंकि लेट होने से क्या होता है कि बड़ा ऊपर नीचे का इंप्रेशन पूरा खराब हो जाता है। स्टार्ट ऑन टाइम, फिनिश ऑन टाइम, दैट अप्लाइज टू ऑल ऑफ अस इंक्लूडिंग मी। डू नॉट एक्सीड द प्रोग्राम। 1 घंटा या 1.5 घंटे के अंदर अंदर ही प्रोग्राम खत्म करना है। अवॉइड लास्ट मिनट कैंसिलिंग ऑफ एनी प्रोग्राम, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। कोई भी प्रोग्राम आप कैंसिल मत करिएगा कभी भी, भले ही हो सकता है होस्ट मतलब फैसिलिटेटर ऊपर नीचे हो, बट डोंट कैंसिल इट। Avoid Damodarashtakam singing in rock tunes. So don't sing in rock tunes. Keep it very simple tune. And कोई कोई ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमिटी वाला कोई आपको मिल जाता है, कोई बड़ा आदमी, और आपने कोई और दूसरा कमिटमेंट वहाँ कर दिया, ऐसी भी कोई सिचुएशन मत करिएगा। डोंट कमिट एनी big decisions, or don't basically on behalf of ISKCON, let's do this, अच्छा ये आपके महीने में हम एक बार आके यहाँ बड़ा प्रोग्राम करेंगे। You can always take the points and you can come back and we'll discuss and then we can go back, but don't make any decisions. बाकी ये सारा format I mean we will give it to you anyway. um, and the preparation, the introduction, then we have the whole Damodar, basically the pastime. um, in this before you might have seen the time allocated to each and everything. Probably it's here, yeah. So introduce yourself is 2 minutes, chanting is 13 minutes. Wow, very specific. Damodar Leela is 10-15 minutes it takes. And explain about Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON another 10 minutes. Do Damodar Ashtakam and Aarti 20 minutes. So it's a 1 hour. That program is basically segregated in these 5 items or these 5 sections, right? तो ये आप और छठा जो है फाइनल कंक्लूजन 5-7 मिनट उसके अंदर लगता है. So that you can just bring it all. You can announce about Gita Gyan, about Gita Jayanti and all the Bhakti Vikshas and everything actually. तो वो लास्ट के 5-7 मिनट में. And if there is anything, I mean, prasadam is there, then it's they just either give a takeaway or something. Okay. So, and then yeah, all the Damodar story is also mentioned. We'll share this whole thing with you. Damodar Ashtakam is there. Now walk-in Damodar programs also, it's a quick one actually. Go do Damodar programs and go out. And then conducting the program also, it's all written, everything. I mean, I'm not going to go into the detail of it. The austerities of the month, the Vedic codes to glorify the month is also given there. And yeah, the facilitator notes are also there. Okay. So the really thing what we are giving people is Krishna consciousness, because that's the real deficit in this world. So use this opportunity to spread out the mercy of our Lord Damodar. So we will give this to you anyway. This was I just wanted to go through this whole, do's and don'ts, and there are a few things to keep in mind before we get into the real, as in, the material and everything actually. Then we have Damodar, basically Damodar material, which also we are going to share with you. Um, and it's a very nice PowerPoint presentation actually. I'll just quickly go through with you, and I can give you how you can actually uh, you know do it in the right time actually, rather than going out of time. So let me share my screen. Are you still all there? I hope.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
अरे, thank you. क्योंकि मैं एकदम वन वे में जा रहा हूँ, so I don't know, I might have lost you somewhere. This is our presentation. I mean, Zoom program, obviously you have to use this, but at house program it depends on you how you want to do it. You can either use this presentation, or you can just go with the flow, but towards the end maybe some community video or something you want to show them, that also you can do. But it depends, house program is flexible, depends on you. But Zoom, definitely use this you know uh, presentation. So obviously the agenda is we welcome them, and we do the chanting, then glories of Kartik month, Damodar Leela, then we show darshan, obviously do Damodar Aarti. Damodar month Sankalp, we encourage everyone to do something, chanting, reading, some service. In the end, video presentation and take the feedback. Okay. So in the beginning, you can share, because we are going to chant the holy name. Now people don't know what is holy name. So you can just give them an idea that in Kali Yuga, the Yuga Dharma is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Basically, this Mahamantra is not just a man-made or a very ordinary kind of mantra, but it's a very special and a powerful. That's why it's called as Mahamantra, and it is given by Brahmaji himself to Narada Muni in the Kali Santaran Upanishad. And in all the Upanishads, Puranas, and Shastras, the glories of the holy name is given so that we understand it clearly and we follow it sincerely. So Brahmaji says to Narada Muni that Kali, I mean, that iti shodashakam namnam Kali kalmashanashanam natarparaturupaya sarva vedeshu drishyate. So it's basically, this is the only mantra which can actually take away all the sinful reactions or all the kalmash of Kali Yuga straight away. This is 16 syllable mantra. This is so powerful actually. And you can just read some of the quotation given on this sheet as well. As a fire burns dry grass to ashes, so the Mahamantra, whether chanted knowingly, unknowingly, burns to ashes without fail all the reactions of one's sinful activities. So you give them an idea that this chanting of the Mahamantra in this particular month, it gives you immense benefit. So basically, one mantra is equal to 1,000 mantras. So you are in a sale period, it's like a bumper sale period. So try not to miss it. And Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning to Parikshit Maharaj also in Srimad Bhagavatam, Kalir Doshani De Rajan, Asti He Eko Mahan Guna Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vrajit. That this mantra in Kali Yuga, which is full of misery, is full of faults, but actually the Mahamantra can actually take everyone out of this material bondage and promote to the transcendental kingdom. Now, before we go into the Mahamantra, we chant Panch Tattva Mantra, and there are 5 personalities, including Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, Advaitacharya, and Srivas Thakur. So you can explain something about them and say 3 times Panch Tattva Mantra and then go to the Mahamantra. So you can do one full round depending on the whatever the response of the host. You can make a judgment. If they are okay with the full, you can ask that as well, that okay, is it okay if we can do a full one round? It's a very nice meditation in this auspicious month. So, and you can distribute the beads if it is a house program, or if it is an online program, then you can just say okay, let's just chant together. So because you will have a bead in your hand, so they just follow you actually. When you stop, they'll stop. So then you chant the one full round if they are okay with that. But if they say okay, can you do half a round or something? So depending on that, actually, we don't have any hard and fast rule. But ideally, it's one round is good if it is a full house program, like 1 hour. But if it is a half an hour program, then we just chant like 27 times, like 1/4. Then once the chanting is done,
362 is 131. So we can write this route That's Route 121 miles by 3.
Okay. So now once the chanting is done, then we go to the Kartik month's glories. Why and how this month is so glorious? Then you can say, I mean, there are 12 months. Every month has some or other significance. But this month is the most amazing and the most dear month to Krishna because this month belongs to Srimati Radharani. So the month of Kartik is dear to Lord Shri Krishna. If somebody performs a little worship of Lord Shri Hari in this month, he offers that devotee his own abode. This statement is true and it's taken from Padma Puran actually and Hari Bhakti Vilas as well. So this month is so glorious. Just by doing something simple, we can go back to Krishna. In Skanda Puran, what it says, if even for a short time somebody burns a lamp in the temple of Lord Shri Hari, then whatever sins he has acquired for millions of kalpas, are all destroyed in one go. And you all are going to offer that lamp in this auspicious month. So you all are become eligible for that. And then some more glories from Padma Purana. Then you can actually say, so now, I mean, because this month is so glorious. Why this month is so glorious? Because Damodar Leela has taken place in this month. On the day of Diwali, actually, which is in the middle of the month, there is one wonderful pastime of Krishna took place. And this pastime is so dear to Krishna that, the more we, basically it's very dear to Krishna and we also relish it so much. The more we talk about Damodar Leela, the more we feel attracted to Lord Damodar and Mother Yashoda. And we just want to be in the, just chanting the glories of Lord Damodar, talking about Lord Damodar, how wonderful, how attractive, how merciful, how great, Lord Damodar is. Do you all want to know Damodar Leela? And then you can just go into Damodar Leela. Either you can say from your own side, or else you can just play it from here. So basically, I mean, the whole thing is given here. I mean, although I don't know, I'm not sharing my sound. I share my sound, you can hear as well. So like this whole pastime is there. So either you can show it from here, or you can narrate it from your own side, like that. Okay, great. So after the end of this whole Damodar story, actually, you can say that, okay, there are some values we have learned from Damodar Leela. And one of these is the two finger short pastime. When Mother Yashoda was trying to tie Krishna, it was again and again falling two fingers short. What is this two finger actually? This represents, the first finger represents our endeavor, our effort in bhakti, in whatever we do in our life. And the second finger represents the mercy of the Lord, Bhagwan ki daya. अगर ये दोनों फिंगर मिल जाती है, then Krishna is ours. भगवान हमारे हैं. There is nobody, there is nothing can stop us, basically getting that perfection of life. And then the power of association of a pure devotee actually. भक्तों का एक लवमात्र का जो साथ होता है, वो भी कितना परिवर्तन लाता है, भक्ति की उमंग और बाढ़ ला देता है. वो देखिए आप नारद मुनि का थोड़ा सा साथ जब मणिग्रीव और नलकुबेर को मिला, then they got to see Krishna in the baby form. This is so amazing. Um, in Damodar Ashtakam, it is very nicely mentions that um, I just want to see you this in this form only. I do not want anything else actually. I do not want liberation. I do not want Vaikuntha. I do not want any opulence. All I want is to see you, my Lord, in this form again and again. So those people, the Manigriva and Nalukuvira, just by the association of Narad Muni, they could see Krishna in that form. So this is so amazing actually, by the association. So we saw one, the finger short learning and the learning about the power of association of a pure devotee. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Sastra Koi, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. So this is basically, we just want to see or just want to have the association of pure devotees which can actually change our life. And then comes the darshan and offering. Actually, we can actually show the lamp at the time. If it is online program, we ask them if you can just bring one diya, or tell them in advance, keep one diya ready. Or if it is a house program, then of course you have all the things with you. Then you can give them. So Damodarashtakam is here. It is.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं न सद्गुणानां गोकुले व्रजमानम्.
Everything is embedded in that. Okay. अब ऑनलाइन प्रोग्राम है तो आपको कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You just share your sound. The host is listening everything, and the host is actually doing arati until Damodarashtakam is going on. It's such a wonderful thing actually. Or when you're doing a house program, you don't need to, use this because you have a deity with you, and you are singing. Some of you, uh, in your pair will be singing, and everybody does the Damodar offering, actually the arati offering. So now at the end, after that, we can ask, even if it is an online program, we can ask straight away. Or if it is a house program, you can ask even before Damodar Arti. Okay. So in the house program, you can do this thing before the Sankalpavan. But if it is online, you can do afterwards. So chanting, you ask, you inspire them to chant every day for at least this month. So even if it is the one round, people take up one round of chanting, they will really get so much advancement in their life. Reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, then singing Damodarashtakam every day, showing ghee lamp every day, being vegetarian or honoring prasadam at least in this month. You try and inspire all the host and all the participants for at least these 5 things. If they can do one or maybe all of these, something they should take up actually in this month. This will really immensely benefit in their spiritual life. And after this, we have a video presentation which you can show in the house program also. Online you are definitely showing, but in the house program also you can show this as well. So this actually gets a lot of activities what we are doing as a Bhakti Picture congregation in East London. So it's just depicting all those kind of activities. So at least they get an idea that we are not just bunch of going out and giving some Damodar Aratis only, but we do a lot of other programs also.
Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti.
It's like that. So amazing. I just wanted you to see that, what we used to do long time before. बहुत पुराने pictures थे इसमें. So the community programs are like we do Gita Gyan 18-day course, which is starting 29th of November. You can say that. Then weekly Bhagavad Gita classes for adults. We do Bhakti Vriksha Kids, Bhakti Vriksha Teens, Bhakti Vriksha and the youth programs also. And we do a lot of festivals. We just did Rath Yatra. Then the Gita Jayanti is coming up. We do Pani Aati. We do all the other, Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Gaur Purnima, and all the festivals as well. And we do a lot of community services like Food for Life is going on right now. I mean, today was the day of Food for Life. So a lot of devotees gone. Um, if any one of you would like to take part in any such activity, you are more than welcome to take part. Then Diwali Carnival, which we are basically, we will decide a day. So I'll let you know. Or basically, you all decide a day and you let me know. So in that, we are going to do Kirtan, Damodar games, and some drama and all those things. And in the end, you can take a feedback. There is a link actually. So you can take either in that link, or the questions are like the name, contact detail, then share your feedback, which part of the program you liked. And the registration in the next Gita Gyan, which is 29th of November to 15th of December. And then the Gita Jayanti will be on 22nd of December. We are doing a Gita Yagya on 23rd of December in the HP temple. So you can do a physical or Google form. So we'll share you that link also. You can end it like that. We will share this PPT with all of you, and you can have a proper discussion with your peers, those who are facilitating, those who are supporting, what service they are doing. Actually, this month is such a special month that we do it with full of fun. It's all fun. There is no stress. There is no tension, anxiety, or anything that, oh my God, how am I going to do it? No, it's nothing like that. Have fun. The more you enjoy this activity, the more you actually relish it, you experience it. It's all about matter of experience. We are not achieving, or we are not showing, or we are not doing something like extravaganza, but it's such a simple thing that Krishna says, Susukhum kartum avyayam. It gives you everlasting joy, and it never goes down. It never diminishes. It never gives you any pain or at all. I mean, it's the joyful thing actually. And when you consider it in that way, and when you perform in that way, then you feel it actually. And we want to have that feeling that I enjoyed this activity. It was fun. I really loved it. तो कभी भी कुछ भी भगवान के लिए जब भी आप कोई सेवा करते हैं ना, कभी मन में ऐसा विचार नहीं आना चाहिए, यार क्या आ गया, ये कैसे करेंगे, how am I going to do it? It is not like that actually. We are very fortunate to have something to do for Krishna's pleasure. We know that we are far from perfection, but Krishna is still mercifully giving that opportunity to us to be engaged. Then I think it's a great blessing. Let's accept it as a blessing, and let's do it with full of our heart, full of our energies and everything. We don't know the perfection. We don't know whether we are going to give a perfect product to Krishna or not. And even Krishna also doesn't mind actually. All Krishna wants is that the mood of the service, with what attitude we are giving that service. If we are happily doing it, or we are grudgingly doing it, depending on that actually, that's what matters. But when you do it with such a happy mood, pleasing Krishna, devotees, ultimately you feel happy as well. And that's the secret of the real happiness. So this month is going to create a wonderful revolution, a great change in your own life. I don't know about the host, the participants, and everyone, I mean, so on and so forth. But one thing I can say is that it's going to make a change in our life. A devotee who comes out from their house and do something for Krishna is the first recipient of the mercy of Krishna. वो पहले हकदार हैं जो भगवान की कृपा पाने वाले हैं. Krishna is waiting for that devotee. This devotee, my devotee has come out now. I must take care of him. I must facilitate him in his service actually, because he wants to please me. सोचिए, बड़ी जबरदस्त बात है ना. सर्विस हम उनकी कर रहे हैं और वो आ रहे हैं हमारी सर्विस करने. ये एक प्रेम की बात है. It's all about love. Krishna loves us more than what we love him actually. This is something amazing. This is beyond our calculations, our logical understanding, or whatever, you know, conceivable understandings. Krishna is just waiting for that moment when we come out and do something. I'm not saying huge, big thing, but something very small. Just go out and maybe tell your neighbors about it, or just go take basket to your neighbors and they show a lamp. Just tell them, show a lamp and make a wish. What's a big deal? I just came back home. You didn't say any philosophy of anything at all. You just made them happy. You made Krishna happy. The happiness does not require any philosophy actually, you know. When you are happy, you share happiness by default anyway. I mean, there is no kind of, you know, extravagance of philosophy involved that I must understand this in a proper way and then only I can give. It's nothing like that actually. Prabhupada said, are you feeling happy? Yes, give that same happiness to someone. That's all. Whatever you have, you give that. Okay. But we have to have, I mean, we have to experience that happiness as well. And for that, we do our sadhana, our practice properly. And then we go out and spread that happiness everywhere, far and wide you go. Make this world a better place to live. Make this world a place where people are stepping up in their consciousness, stepping up towards Krishna and becoming more and more closer to Krishna. At the end, they go back to Krishna. I think if that is happening, will be a great, you know, contribution from your side in Srila Prabhupada's mission. And we are very thankful actually, you know, everybody, all of you, um, small, big, I'm not going into quantity of it, but whatever you are doing it is really, really appreciated, really remarkable, and Krishna will actually reciprocate in such a nice way. So have fun, you know, have a great time in Damodar month. Don't worry about small things actually, no, because our aim is something different. Our aim is, you know, not like cheap products. Our aim is transcendental one actually. So when we are aiming for transcendental, then we will get transcendental as well actually, you know, something beyond of this, you know, calculation, worlds, you know, criterias and everything. Um, and then at the end we can do a nice, again, a session that how did you feel? Did you like it doing service, or was it okay? How was the experience? So that will be nice. But once again, please accept my sincerest gratitude to all of you. It's uh, it's really, really nice that you all have come up to do the service for Lord Damodar's pleasure. And as I said, or as Vivek Prabhu was mentioning as well, prepare everything so nicely. We are here to support you. If you need anything from us, let us know. We can help you with anything. Try and make Damodar kids, you know, the Giviks, you know, every Bhakti Vriksha must have a service committee. You engage your service committee in making Giviks, making different packs and making, you know, decorating Damodar basket. And then the information committee or Sankirtan can actually, you know, call people and make contacts and book Damodar calendar. All those, you know, engage everyone in the service because everybody needs that Krishna's mercy. And we are no one to actually snatch it or take away. Give them more and more. So like that, if everybody is engaged, then we feel like as a family, you know, it's like a group coming together and doing something very nice and sublime. Whatever you can, you know, whatever you like to do, just just try and do from your side actually. Um, that's it from me actually. But if you have any question or anything to add or any comment, please let me know. We still have 5-10 minutes to go through any questions or anything you have to share. Or if it is okay or possible, you can switch on your camera so at least we can see you still there. Hare Krishna. Vivek Prabhu is still there. He's always there.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण
Wow, oh,
Wow,
you
oh,
are
you
still
are
there.
still there.
मेरे को लग रहा था
Prabhu,
पता नहीं मैं दीवारों से बातें कर रहा हूँ जैसे. It's so nice of you. Thank you all so much. And actually, Janavardhan Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you. And this month onwards, there are many things happening. There are a lot of services also coming up on our way. So basically, I'm very grateful to Varshana Kishori Mataji actually, who is going to be assisting me in my service as a circle leader from this month onwards. So thank you so much, Varshana Mataji. So she might contact you for something, so probably you might not see my bombardment. You'll have a nice time now. So Varshana Mataji might ask you something, but please do help her. She has very nicely, such a wonderful devotee, actually. I must say a big thank you to her. So she has accepted. So now it is our duty to cooperate with her, to help her actually you know, so she has taken up that assistance service. So it's really, really nice. Sometimes, I do a lot of, a lot of my services are not very good anyway. I mean, there is a lot of gap, and sometimes I'm not in a right consciousness, maybe, or I'm not doing in a right way, or missing some things. So in that way, hopefully, it will be a nice thing. So you will have a nice time as well. आप लोग वैसे भी तंग आ गए होंगे मुझसे, तो थोड़ा ऐसे ब्रेक भी मिलेगा आप लोगों को. So that's nice. So once again, thank you so much, Varshana Kishori Mataji, and I'm sure it will be a nice experience for you as well.